Happy New Year, everybody. So if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay, let me know you are catching the replay. And so I am super, super excited. So earlier when I was on, I was not super excited. I was not thinking that things were cool at all. But I have some great news. And I'm super excited and really wanting to share with you guys what it is that is going on. So, for those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that I've been hosting Women Inspiring Women conferences, and so Allo Francine. And so last year, thanks to COVID, we ended up being an international event, and so it was like super exciting, super cool. And so now that we have some planning, so I met with somebody today that so now that we have I met with somebody today who has this incredible platform. So if you attended the conference last year, it was pretty intense, and I love having the women connect and being able to share the information that the women have, and the topics are always incredible. So we have a theme every year. And so this year's theme was already decided last year. So I always know at the end, kind of like nearing the end of the conference, just before we end the conference, I share the new dates, which is going to be March 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And so I have so those dates have been set already. It's always around March 8th because it's always about inspiring women. So it's always around International Women's Day. So although the focus is not business related, it's not a business workshop specifically for women. It really is a professional development workshop. And I am super excited to be able to share that we're going to be able to partner up with a platform site where we are actually going to be able to have more of the feel of actually entering into a conference center. So I tried to do that last year from just using my website, and tried to have that feel, because we always have vendors that attend the event as well. And so this year it's going to look so much different. And so, so super excited. And so Robin is actually working on the sponsorship packages. And so there's going to be the event sponsors. There's lots of different opportunities to become an event sponsor in different capacities. As well as a speaker sponsor. There's a speaker sponsor. There's two levels of speaker sponsors. There is the vendor sponsor. There is the table sponsor. There is the bling sponsor. And so, yeah, pretty exciting. So I am super stoked, super excited. And with the layout that we're going to be having is that we're still going to be able to have the face-to-face interaction, because for anybody who attends the conference knows that interaction and that networking that we do amongst each other is extremely important to my conference. It's not just I can't even think what it's called. I lost my word. Where did it go? Where we have everybody just kind of having conversations, and oh goodness gracious, what it is, because it's virtual. So a lot of people think that it is where we're going to have panelists just coming in and sharing whatever it is, and we do kind of, but we also have that opportunity to break through and have conversations. And so last year we did it through Zoom, and that worked really well. In one capacity, where we actually got to go into different sections. And so, however, this one here is set up so that we can go and navigate between the different tables. When we go through the opportunity to be able to connect with the vendors, is that there's going to be like literally you're going to be able to mill around the room, and it is super, super cool. And so I got to experience that in December with the Para conference and the Christmas gathering that we did through Paro. And so, if anybody who doesn't know what Paro is, it is a here in Ontario, Canada, where women actually support each other. And so, this has been an organization that has been around for quite some time. And so, and normally it's all in-person events. And so they use this platform specifically where they were able to allow us to be able to connect. And it was like super exciting, super exciting. So because we actually got to still meet face to face. So one of the things that the vendors who participated last year, the feedback from them is that we did not get to have that opportunity to be able to have that interaction with people. And so with this platform is that allows us to be able to do that. With this platform, when we do the breakout sessions, we actually get to break out. And because one of the other feedbacks to do with Zoom was that it was great, except for that when they would get distributed into Zoom is that into the breakout rooms, what would happen is that you would end up with the same people. And so then it was like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of being able to network, because maybe I wanted to meet up with Jane, or maybe I wanted to meet up with Francine and I didn't have that opportunity. Well, in this case, you actually get to mingle and literally move around the room. So you can actually go to different tables and you get to go and sit and socialize the same way that you would if you were in the conference in person. So my hope for 2022 for the conference, because it is the 5th annual conference, is that I was hoping for it to be a hybrid event. And so, however, we're not going to be able to do that this year. So, and what I meant by that in terms of hybrid was that I was hoping to be able to do virtual and in person at the same time, where we could still, because one of the things that was really incredible with being able to experience last year was actually being able to be global. So like having people in Australia and having people in the UK and having people across Canada and across the US. And so that was absolutely incredible last year. And so this year we get to do it as well, but we get to have more of that interaction and connection. So it will not be hybrid this year for our 6th annual. It will be hybrid because we're going to fight this COVID stuff, and we're going to be able to like not have all these crazy restrictions, because as of today, our restrictions were Ontario has gone backwards into restrictions. So, but that didn't hold me down. So today I was frustrated and I'm like, oh, I don't even know how we're supposed to do this. So I was like super excited to be able to start officially tomorrow. But I was also excited to be able to have this meeting this afternoon to be able to do some planning and figuring out about the women's conference. And we did it. So we have a plan. We know what we're doing going forward. We have this incredible platform that we're going to be able to use. And so for anybody who has been here in the building, I've actually been able to show you on the camera what it is that it looks like. And so it's actually super exciting. Super, super exciting. Actually, I wonder if, let me see. It's not going to give you like a true representation, but let me see if I can pull it up and share with you guys. Oh, super excited. So we're going to be able to get, so I'm like excited now to be able to, so I'm looking forward to being able to send out the speaker packages. So if you know somebody who you think may want to be a speaker, no camera. If they would like to be a speaker, then get them to send an email to info@rollyalair.ca. And so I'm going to turn the mic off. I don't know if, yes, I can actually, I will be able to share. So, okay, so share screen. Oh, not slide. There we go. Okay, so are you guys excited? Because I know I am. Okay, so hang on, let me take off that banner. And I will take off the top. so that you can see it a little bit better. And ta-da! Oh, hang on. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see it as easily. So you're not going to be able to see it as clearly as, oh no, that's not going to let me. So anyway, oh, hang on. I just gotta, there we go. Yeah, I got him up. I got it moving. Okay, so this is a different scene, obviously. So like it's going to be set up differently. But so this is one of the rooms that they actually had set up. And so what would happen is, so like right now I'm at table 1. And if I wanted to, I can go and hang out at table 5. And so then I can go there and chat with whoever it is that's there. And so the same kind of things is going to happen when we are in the room. And so it's like, yay, this is like super cool, super exciting. So like and it's not going to, the layout's not going to be like this. And the last time we actually had options to be able to show more than one. But so like here's like another, it is. And so and then you would actually break out. So when it's time for, the being able to sit with people or like having the presentation or whatever, then we would actually go to the stage. So we would actually go to the stadium, or whatever word that you want to actually use it. We would actually go into that section. But here we actually get to mingle with each other around the room. And so, and then we're also going to have a second layer to this. This is going to be like when we're having our breakout sessions and our social kind of times. But when we have our and it doesn't look as exciting because like it's just me, but like everybody then gets to be able to be up on camera and gets to have conversations and that kind of thing. And so like within the system, like I can actually share my screen within the system. I don't know if I can do it because I've got like lots of the other things that are going on, but it's like woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Woohoo, woohoo. So I am super pumped, if you cannot tell. And so anybody who actually attended Paro knows exactly what it is that I'm talking about. But this is, but it really is really cool to be able to have that opportunity to be able to talk and connect and have that social, while still being able to have that opportunity for us to be able to literally mull around the room and connect with other people. And so I don't know how many people are going to be at a table. Yeah, because it all kind of depends on our layout. But the breakout sessions are going to have our opportunities to be able to go into different things. You can see it. And I know, isn't it? I'm like super excited. So I wasn't sure, like I was pretty sure that this is what we were doing, but having the conversation today really helped me to know that this is what is happening. And so Robin and I are on it, and we are super pumped and ready to go. And so if you were in the conference last year, you know how exciting that it was, even being virtual. So even being virtual, we had that conversation about, and the feedback really was about that ability of being able to still interact and connecting with others, and how despite the fact that it was virtual, we still got to come together and like really connect and inspire each other. So that is what's happening. So I'm super excited, super pumped. And so if you know of a speaker that may be interested, then have them reach out. If you are a speaker that you're interested, reach out. So just an email to info@rolialair.ca to be able to get the information out there. I know it was super fun. And even though it was virtual, yes, I know that it's not the same as being in person. However, we can still make virtual fun. And so that's the part that I think is like super cool, is that we can still make virtual fun, and we can still connect, and we can still do these kinds of things. And so it's not the same as rubbing elbows with people, but it really is about being able to be able to participate. So Francine, we're still working out those kind of details to be like you're talking about as a, I'm assuming that you're talking about as a facilitator, or I mean, as a guest. And so we're still working out the fine details, but the cost for this year for the registrants is going to be less because we're looking at doing different sponsorship packages, which will be able to reduce the cost. So the cost will be more manageable for most people. And so obviously it's not for everybody, but it will be more manageable for most people. And so I'm super excited. So anyway, so we're going to have like all these different sponsors that are actually going to be able to help to offset those costs for the guests, so that the guests will actually be able to have that opportunity. So I just don't want to say a price and then find out that it's going to be different. So I don't want to be misquoted. So until Robin has all of the things together, then it's going to be so anyway, so now it is like moving forward, getting our speakers, getting all that together. So by the end of the week, Robin will have the sponsorship packages ready to go. And so we'll be able to send that out to whoever it is that is interested. If you know of any businesses that may want to sponsor, then that is also an opportunity. So yeah. So anyway, that's kind of where it's at. And so with all of the frustration that I've had over the last day, like through today, with all of the changes and whatever, is like, this is it. So the conference is amazing, and I've enjoyed the last 3 years helping out with it. And I've had such a fun weekend meeting new people and learning new things, and so excited for this year. So yes, Amanda has actually worked different tables, different opportunities, and even virtually, she still did some assistance. And so it is incredible. So anyway, there's lots of really cool opportunities to be able to have those connections and have that assistance. And we will be still looking for volunteers as well. But I'm not sure where that is in the planning part. That may be a little bit later down the road. But that's definitely something that we will be looking at, is for looking for volunteers again. And yeah, so excited. I just wanted to share, because like it's been, so if you live in Ontario, you know where it's been, but I'm super pumped and super excited, because like we are moving forward despite the craziness of our lockdowns. So anyway, I will chat with all of you guys later, and have a fantastic day. Bye for now.